All right, guys, now I'm going to go over week 2, May 11th through 15th of the packet. All right, so let's take a look. The first thing up here is dressing yourself. I know this seems silly, but it's so important for your kids to grow in their independence. So you guys just practice each morning helping your kids get dressed independently. That means buttons, belts, zippers, everything. So that's activity number 1. The next one is a rhyming words match, and I'm going to find that on page 13. And it looks like this. And the picture and word on this side in the box is the word that you're finding a rhyme with. So for example, I've got map, and you want to read all of the pictures and words to your kids and let them choose which one rhymes with map. So map, cap, car, jar, and so on. And then you'll just take a writing utensil and circle the one that rhymes. Okay, the next one is family photos. This is kind of a fun one. So you'll just gather some old family photos, and you're talking about roles in the family, and just point out different family members that might be from a reunion or whatever, and have them point to the picture and say, oh, there's Sydney, she's an aunt. There's Denise, she's a grandma, or whatever their role is in their family. The next one is Count Your Pantry, and it's going to be found on page 15. This is really similar to the one we did in the last packet called Count Your Home. So you're just going to go through your pantry and count all the things that you have in there. So how many cans do you have? How many bottles? How many jars? How many bags? And you'll just count them up, have your child trace, and write how many. So that's kind of a fun one for them to go through the pantry and do. The next one's a QR code, which we talked about. You'll just get your phone and scan in the photo app. Just scan that QR code. It'll take your child right to it. There's another Count Your Pantry activity, kind of like what we did in the last packet, where they can choose what they would like to count. So they might like to count all the spices. So you would draw a picture of a spice jar, or whatever it is that they want to count, and then they'll count how many. They might want to count how many gummies you guys have in the pantry. So you'll just go through and do that. The next one is another QR code. Let's see. Then we've got the write your name once a week. So again, it's this page. They're going to write it with whatever supports they need on each day. And each day they will mark off when they did that. They'll just put a line through it, and when they've done it all the days, they can color in the box. All right, the next one's a PBS Kids game that there's a QR code for. Then I've got shape puzzles. This is going to be similar to the one that you did last week, but this is make your own. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. I've made just a couple to show you. All I did was drew a heart on a piece of scratch paper, cut it in half, and now I've got a shape puzzle. Okay, I also did it with this triangle. Super simple, on the back of a piece of mail, whatever you have. If your child if that's way too easy, you can make a bigger shape and cut it into different parts. Like you might cut it into 3 or 4 pieces with different shapes like this. Just however your child would like to do it. So that'll just make it a little bit harder for them to put their shape puzzle together. So that's another way you can do that. The next one's a ReadAloud QR code video. Now we have the reading every day for 15 minutes. We talked about that in the last video, that your child can just pick a book for you or a big brother or sister to read to them, or they can read independently and just look at the pictures. Just getting some time with some books. The next one is Science Fun, and it's right down here. And on this activity, it says read a book about something in nature. If you don't have one, you can look online for books. There might even be some in our packet that you can scan the QR code for. And then it says, go on a nature hunt in your backyard. Draw or write about 5 things that you see or hear. So they might hear a bird chirping and draw a picture of a bird, or they might see a tree and draw a picture of a tree. So that is that science fun activity. The next one is draw on your journal page. So there's going to be another journal page in here. And for this prompt, it is draw something that makes you happy, sad, mad, or feel some emotion. So they might say, eating ice cream makes me happy, and they might draw a picture of themselves eating ice cream, and then you're going to write the words that they say, or they can practice writing with your help. The next one is a Little Boy Blue poem, and let's see, it is similar to the Starlight Starbright one, but it has an activity for each day on it. Okay, so a couple of the activities are the same, like finding all the rhyming words, finding letters in it. The next activity is ask your child to draw a picture about the poem. And then the next one is clapping out syllables. So I'm going to show you what that looks like, because that's kind of the new one out of them. So I've got my poem page, and it's activity, or day 5 activity, and it says say the word boy and clap out the syllables. So the syllables are the parts in the words. So boy clapped out would sound like this: boy. And there's one syllable in the word boy, boy. So you can clap it out with your child. And then it says find all the words in the poem that start with the same beginning sound. So boy, blue, both start with letter B. Blow. So finding all the words in the poem that start with the B sound. Okay, and then this is one of the activities where you mark off each day, and so you'll mark it off, and when they're done doing all of the activities from Little Boy Blue, they'll color it in. The next one is the movement cards. We looked at these in the last section, but just to remind you, these are the movement cards. You'll cut them out, line them up in a row, have your child do all the movements each day, and then they can color that box in. The next one is family voting, and this can be found on page 14. It looks like this, and you're just going to talk to your child about voting. There's a little prompt up here for what you can say to them, and then everybody in your family is going to take a vote by making a mark or a tally under which fruit do they like better, apples or grapes. So, whoever likes apples the best will put tally over here. Whoever likes grapes the best will put a tally over here, and then you'll count them up and see which one's the winner. Same with this one. Which animal would you rather have as a pet, a fish or a cat? And they're going to mark, everybody in your family is going to mark what they would rather have and see what the winner is. Then down here, the next one is science fun, a taste test. So you're going to find something in the house, maybe something that your child doesn't eat very often, and you're going to try it, and you're going to talk about the different things that they can use their senses for. What does it look like? What does it taste like? What does it smell like? How does it feel? And then it says to draw a picture of your favorite food. So that's a really fun one that you guys can try. Then we've got another ReadAloud QR code. And then the last one is letters and sounds. It says find 10 toys in your room. Say the name of the toy and the beginning sound. And then it says place the matching letter card next to the toy. Okay, so for example, I've got a block here, block. Okay, and so the beginning sound is B, and then you're going to get the letter card that matches and set it next to it and send a picture to your teacher, block. Or I've got a tiger, so I would find the T letter card and put it with the tiger, because tiger starts with T. And then take a picture of them, send them to your teacher. So that is the second week of activities. Thank you guys for watching. Again, please let your teacher know if you need any help or support. We are here to help. We want to help. And please don't forget to bring your packets and send pictures to us. We are missing you guys and hope that everyone's doing well. Thanks for watching.